Dressmakers and friends, welcome back again on the channel. In this tutorial today, I'm going to be showing you how to create fringe with this cup chain, which is also called rhinestone trim. Here is a design that you can use this to create. So if you are working on a dress and you want to make fringes with your cup chain or your rhinestone trim, this video is for you. And before we go further, take a moment to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe, because you'll really find it helpful a whole lot. First, I am drawing an outline to replicate the neckline, and this is where I am going to be stitching the cup chain or rhinestone trim on. This video is going to be a step-by-step guide. I'm also going to be showing you how to use this on two types of thread. First of all, I'm going to be showing you how to use an invisible thread, then your regular sewing thread. Okay, first thing you want to do is to know the length of the rhinestone trim. This cup chain that you want to attach, how long do you want it to be? You are going to measure it. So after you have measured it, then the next thing you want to do is to just go ahead to cut the size or the measurement that you want for all of it. Is it going to be the same size all through? Is it going to be different sizes? So just cut it down in section if it's going to be different sizes. But in this case, I'm going to be using only one size. So you can see I measured 3 inches and I'm going to be cutting all in 3 inches length. Okay, so that is the first thing that you need to do. You need to know the length of the cup chain that you want to attach to the dress. Okay, so after you've been able to take care of the length and then you have gotten the cup chain, also I should let you know that you can also be attaching it and then cutting the measurement. Like you attach the cup chain, okay, to the dress, then you measure, then you cut. But I just find the cutting it down step really easier to follow. Okay, so go ahead to cut as many as you need. After you have gotten as many as you need, the next thing will be for you to go ahead to grab your needle and your thread, because this is going to be stitched on the dress. Okay, now I have my invisible thread, which is the nylon thread. What this is going to do is that it's going to give me a very clear stitch, such that you won't see the thread on the dress at all, or the fabric. Okay, so and here I am just having a start stitch done. If you've been a follower of this channel, you know how we start stitch. It has to be neat and it has to be very neat. Okay, so and if this is the first time you're working with cup chain, there's also another video where you can learn how to use it to actually embellish your dress, aside using it to make fringe. Okay, so now the first thing you want to do for this fringe method is that get your thread into your fabric. Afterwards, get the rhinestone trim into that thread. You can see the way I have done that. You just want to make sure that the thread goes in between the space between the two rhinestone. Can you see? Cross over the thread just like that, cross over the stitch, and then come out on the other side just like I am showing you, like this. Now once the first one is done, go ahead to do that on the second one between the rhinestone 2 and 3. So the space between 1 and 2, go into it the first time and then stitch between 2 and 3, and this is how you are going to firmly secure your cup chain. Now I'm going to choose my spacing and I'm going to move on to the next point. The distance between one fringe and the other is what I mean by the spacing. Okay, so now pick up the next one and then you want to do the same thing between the rhinestone 1 and 2. You stitch that down. Okay, and then between the rhinestone 2 and 3, you stitch it down as well. In this case, I do not really have so much space. If you want to have a distance between 1 and 2, just increase your spacing more than I have done. And another thing I want you to know, if you are a beginner at this, is that when you are using the invisible thread, it may be a lot of work because it sometimes tangles, but there's nothing to worry about. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. You are able to do this and get it done. It's just as easy as that. Just be calm and get it stitched on, just as you have seen me done right now. That's what you just basically need to do. Okay, so this channel is all about everything embellishment and sewing. I know that so far you might have gotten some of value in this channel, please do subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Leave me some sweet comments down below. Let me know what you think. Have you made a rhinestone fringe recently? Are you working on something? Do you have something, an upcoming project where you need it for? Just let me know in the comments. I want to be sure that this video is really helpful to you. Okay, so you can see me stitching the third one now, and now I'm bringing it really close to you so that you can see, just in case you did not see when I did the first and the second one. So I went in between rhinestone 1 and 2, and lastly between rhinestone 2 and 3. So you can see how that is done. So that way you can secure your rhinestone really nicely and neatly. You know that on this channel, everything we do, it just has to be neat or neat. That is what this channel stands for. Okay, in a bit I'm going to be showing you the results of using your normal thread instead of the polyester thread, which is using your polyester thread, I mean, instead of the nylon thread. Okay, so you're going to be seeing the difference, and then at the end of the day you can choose to say, okay, maybe I'm going to be using the invisible thread, or I'm going to be using the normal polyester thread. Okay, so I'm going to show you both. That way you get to decide, because the thing about working with invisible thread is that, you know, they tend to like tangle a whole lot if you are not very patient, but they give a very good result. Okay, so it's up to you to choose whatever it is that you want for yourself at the end of the day. Alright, dressmaker, so for as many fringe as you intend to create, this is how you are going to do it. Okay, so I believe that the video is clear enough. You can see how I am doing it, and if you want to totally stitch on your rhinestone, I'm going to link a video up here that will be very useful to you. That is, you want to embellish with the rhinestone, you are not creating a fringe, maybe you want to use it as a belt, or maybe you want to use it as maybe any other form of embellishment. I am linking the video up on the screen for you to see right now. That video is also going to be really helpful to you. Also pay attention at how I am doing this later on. I just make sure I have a small loop and I place my cup chain inside like that, and I pull it down. Okay, this is also another trick to stitch this down, especially when you are working with invisible thread. Okay, and ensure that you just stitch 1, 2, then 2 and 3 is just enough to get it secure. So for as many as you need to work on, this is how you are going to stitch it down, one after the other, and after the other, and after the other, until you are able to stitch on like the entire area that you are stitching it on, or you are able to finish your project. This is actually a very simple embellishment that will always accentuate your look or your dress. You can see from the inspirational picture that I have right here on the screen, you can see how beautiful the dress came out looking, especially if you had some studs, some stones, and some other rhinestone that just makes it dazzle and just makes it glitter a whole lot. So I hope that you are going to be trying this out. In a minute now, I'm going to be showing you what it looks like if you use your regular polyester thread. But before we do that, ensure that you take a moment to leave me some sweet comments. Take a moment also to subscribe, and if you have friends that you feel that this video will be helpful to, please feel free to share this video with your friends. It's going to really help to grow this channel a whole lot. So this is the final look. Thank you to everyone that keeps returning to this channel and keep watching videos. Take a look at what we have here. You can see how beautiful this is. Take a look at the last 3 on the right and the last 3 on the left. I used the regular polyester thread to actually stitch that, and you can see that if you turn it this way, you can see that you don't really see much of difference, but if you use a regular thread, you will see a bit of the thread. Can you see? You can still see the thread, even though the thread I use is matching with the fabric. You can still see the thread a little bit, but with the nylon thread or the invisible thread, nobody is going to be able to see how the rhinestone trim actually got stitched on the dress. So if you are working with an illusion net, ensure that you make use of the invisible thread. But if you are working with the fabric, you can now go ahead to use the matching thread. I believe that this video has been helpful. Leave me some sweet comments and I'll see you again in this next tutorial.